I, 17F, never liked my sister's new boyfriend. There was just something off about him. The way he stared at me a beat too long during family dinners. How he never seemed to blink. Last night I was up late studying when I heard the front door open around 2 a.m. My sister wasn't supposed to be home until tomorrow. I peeked out my bedroom door and saw him standing in our hallway, completely still, staring at my parents' bedroom door. For 30 minutes, he didn't move a muscle. Then my sister called my phone, saying she missed her bus and was staying at her friend's place another night. When I looked back at the hallway, he was gone. The front door was still locked from the inside. My parents think I'm being dramatic, but I've started barricading my bedroom door at night. Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy, but I think something happened to my best friend during our camping trip last weekend. We went with a few other friends to the state park. Katie went to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and was gone for almost an hour. When she came back, she was different. She's doing all the same things, going to class, texting me memes, hanging out, but it's like she's reading from a script of how to be Katie. She doesn't laugh at the inside jokes we've had for years. She keeps asking weird questions about her parents and our other friends. Yesterday, I saw her staring at her reflection in the cafeteria window, touching her face like she was trying to figure out how it works. No one else seems to notice anything's wrong. My next-door neighbor showed me footage from his security camera yesterday. He wanted to know if I'd seen anyone suspicious around our houses. The video showed someone walking around my backyard at 3 a.m., shining a flashlight through my windows. I told him I'd call the police, but then he showed me the rest of the footage. The person in my yard looked up directly at the camera. It was me. Same face, same clothes I wore yesterday. I was asleep in bed at 3 a.m. I know I was. The police said there's nothing they can do since there was no break-in. My neighbor has started avoiding me. Last night, I set up my own camera. This morning, it showed me walking around outside again, testing each window. I don't remember doing this. Tonight I'm going to have my brother watch me while I sleep. Our school janitor, Mr. Reeves, has always been weird but harmless. He's worked there like 30 years, barely talks to anyone. Last week I had to stay late for detention. Stupid Mr. Carson caught me texting, and I saw Mr. Reeves doing something strange. He was replacing the ceiling tiles in the west hallway, but instead of normal tiles, these had symbols carved into them. When he saw me watching, he said, "They'll be here soon. The seals are failing." The next day, 3 kids from the classroom directly under those tiles got sick, like hospital sick, high fevers, hallucinations. They're still out of school. Today, I noticed the drinking fountain in that hallway has been taped off. There's a weird smell coming from the vents, and Mr. Reeves was standing at the end of the hallway during lunch, just staring up at the ceiling and mumbling. This started last week, after I dropped my phone in the creek behind my house. It seemed fine after drying out, but then my friends started asking about weird texts they were getting from me. Texts sent at 1:23 a.m. every night, saying things like, "Help me," and "It's cold down here, and I can't breathe." I changed my password. I even factory reset the phone. My parents don't believe me and think I'm just trying to cover up late night texting. Last night I powered off my phone completely before bed and locked it in my desk drawer. This morning my best friend sent me screenshots of messages I supposedly sent her at exactly 1:23 a.m. Someone drowned here, followed by my exact GPS coordinates, the creek behind my house. I'm using my laptop to post this. My phone is still in the drawer, but the screen keeps lighting up with a map application open, showing the same spot in the creek. We got a new substitute teacher last week for English, Miss Landon. Everyone thinks she's cool because she's young and lets us use our phones in class. But something about her makes my skin crawl. She doesn't write on the board or hand out papers. She never touches anything if she can avoid it, and she wears gloves even though it's warm in our classroom. Yesterday, Josh spilled his water bottle, and some droplets hit her arm. The water sizzled, and she excused herself immediately. When she came back 20 minutes later, she had a different shirt on. Today she asked us to write an essay about what we fear most, and where we feel safest in our homes. She's collecting them tomorrow. I'm writing a fake one. something isn't right. The family across the street moved out suddenly 3 months ago. No for sale sign, no moving trucks. They just disappeared overnight. Last week, I noticed lights turning on and off in the empty house. I told my parents, who said the real estate agent was probably showing the house to potential buyers. But I've been watching. No cars ever park outside. No one goes in or out through the doors. Yesterday, I saw the dad from the family standing in an upstairs window, just staring at our house. When I pointed him out to my mom, she couldn't see him. This morning, there was a note in our mailbox. We never left. Help us. The handwriting matches the Christmas card they gave us last year. My 6-year-old brother started talking about his friend Mr. Thin about a month after we moved into our new house. We thought it was just an imaginary friend. Then I started noticing things going missing. Small stuff like pencils and socks at first. Then my mom's jewelry and my dad's watch. Last night, I woke up around 3 a.m. and saw my brother standing in my doorway. When I asked what he was doing, he said, "Mr. Thin wants to borrow something from you. He says your eyes are pretty." I locked my door and didn't sleep the rest of the night. This morning my brother had a new toy, one I've never seen before. When I asked where he got it, he said, "Mr. Thin brings me presents when I help him. Soon he'll have enough to take what he really wants." My parents think he's just acting out because of the move, but I found scratches on the inside of my closet door today, like someone was trying to get out. It started with grocery lists I don't remember writing, then sticky notes with weird phrases like "check behind the bookcase" and "don't go in the basement at night." I have no memory of writing any of them, but it's definitely my handwriting. Last night I found a journal under my bed filled with entries dated for the next month, all written by me, describing terrible things happening to my family and friends. The first entry is dated for tomorrow. I'm not sleeping tonight. If what the journal says is true, my dad's car will crash on his way to work in the morning. I've hidden his car keys, but the journal entry from the day after tomorrow says I'll be admitted to a psychiatric ward. The last entry just says, "I should have listened to myself."